Hello guys, welcome to the topic on the data analysis using Pandas. In the previous video, we saw how to load the CSV file or the Excel file into the Jupyter Notebook using Pandas. We also came across certain methods like head, tail, info, and so on. If you are new to this video, kindly go through my previous video to get the complete picture. In this video, let us see how to perform the merge operations in order to combine the dataset. Before we begin with the merging operation on the actual dataset, let us try to understand how does this merge operation work. If you're already familiar with SQL, then this merge operation is similar to that of joins. So let us try to take a simple example in order to understand this merge operation. So here if you see, I have created two different data frames. One is the personal DF, which contains the details about the student, ID, and then the name, and the department DF, which contains the details about the same student and the department to which they belong to. Since the code is huge, I have just copy pasted here. So let us directly run this particular line of code. Okay, there are no errors, so the data frame is created successfully. Let us try to view that. Okay, so now you can see ID and name. So there are 5 different people like Akash, Anil, Bob, Catherine, and Dave. And these are the IDs, student IDs, which are mapped. Same way, let us create the department data frame and we can view it. Okay, so here you can see like it is 1 not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is missing. Okay, just keep this point in mind. So if you could see here, the personal data frame and the department data frame have the column ID in common. So we can merge these two data frames using the ID column. Okay, so let us see how to do that. I'm creating a new data frame and I'm calling the merge function from the Pandas library. Okay, and I wanted to merge personal DF and department DF. Okay, you can also mention like it is left or right, which has to come in the left or right. So this is the default. So you can just ignore this if you wanted personal on the left and the department on the right. Okay, and on what is the column name on top of which I want to do? It is ID. So I'm mentioning the ID column name. So when we run this, you can see the df inner is created successfully. So why did I give it as inner? If you, as I told, merge operation performs in a similar way as that of the joins. So by default, the merge performs an inner join. Okay. So that is why I did not specify on how the join must be. So either you can specify it inner here, or this is default, so you can just remove this part. Anything is fine. Okay, so we have removed and run it. So the data frame is created successfully. Let us try to view it. If you see here, the data frame contains only 4 rows. What does it mean? So if you look at the personal DF, there are the first 4 rows, and the department DF, the first 4 rows are common. So in a join, how does it perform? It brings you the common things between two different data frames, right? So it has brought you the common things between both the data frames. So how do you perform right join? When we do right, let us see how does it come. So I'm creating a new data frame called df underscore right, and how I can mention it as right. Okay, let us try to view the data set. So you can see here, this is 106, that is the ID, student ID 106 is not available in the first data set. So it is not available in the personal DF. So it is pointing out as none. So it is null. It is nothing but null. Same way, when you go for the left join, Okay, you can just view this data frame. You can see like the department does not contain the department name for this ID 105. Okay, so whatever is there in the left data frame is taken, whereas in the right, whatever is there in the right is taken, and the empty ones are replaced with none. In case you wanted to see the data on both the sides, then you can perform an outer. Okay, let us create another data frame called outer, df underscore outer, and I am giving it as outer. So this will bring the rows from both the data frame, and the missing ones will be replaced with the none. Okay, NaN means none. Fine. So this is how the merge operations works in Pandas. So according to our example, we have two different CSV files, namely the application record and the credit record. This is the updated version of this document. I'll share the GitHub location in the description. So first, let us load this application record. Since the application record and my Jupyter notebook are in different paths, I'm copying the entire path. Okay. So I'm creating a data frame application df. Okay. And I'm calling the read underscore CSV method. I'm pasting the entire path as it is. Okay. So you can view this application df dot head. The first few records will be displayed. Okay. So this is how your application data frame data is. Next, let us create credit data frame and just copy this credit record entire path. Same way, I'm providing the entire path over here. Okay. So when we try to take the head of this particular data set, we get these many. We get first 5 records. Okay. If you see the ID column in the application data frame and the ID column in the credit data frame is common. So there are some records which are common between the both. In order to proceed towards your model building activity, it is a best practice, or as a part of your exploratory data analysis, you can just combine these two into a single data frame. Okay. So I'm creating a new data frame called df. As we saw earlier, pd.merge is the one which we use it to merge two different data sets, right? So let us use the same pd.merge. So first is the application df followed by the credit df on top of the column id. And I want it to be inner join because I wanted to collect only the records which are common between these two. So I'm leaving it as it is. The join type, I'm leaving it as it is. Okay. Let us try to view the shape of this application data frame. You have total of 18 columns in this data set. Okay. And same way, when you try to look at the shape of this credit df, you see there are 3. So now the combined data frame should contain 20 columns. So you can see the shape of this data frame and it contains the 20 columns. Okay. So this is how we perform the merge operation using Pandas. So we will keep exploring our data much more in the upcoming videos. Okay. Meet you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.